Cinema.
Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's going on, y'all?
So like I said on the last episode, I originally was going to give you Nocturnal Animals, but then I was going to go get it, and then I saw the Guyver, and I was like, you gave me a childhood favorite, so I'm giving you one of my childhood favorites.
Yeah, and I wanted to start off by saying that I know exactly how you feel now. Watching The Wizard.
Yeah.
To be watching that.
Right.
This movie, if like you said, if I saw it when I was 10 years old, probably would have enjoyed it a lot more, you know?
Watching it as a grown adult.
It was still funny just because of like the overacting and the hilarity of the craziness of it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but you also see, like I was going to touch on it a little bit later, like a lot of stuff nowadays has taken inspiration from that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't know. You can see where they thought this movie was going to be big. Like they just threw some shit in there, you know, like that you just thought, they just thought like, this is going to be a winner.
This is going to be a winner.
It's going to be a winner right here. They're going to be like, yeah, we're up there with Ninja Turtles and shit. Like,
yeah, well, let's see who was on this project. It was Screaming Mad George and Steve Wang, which were like huge back in the day.
Yeah.
With costume designs and everything.
Yeah, I figured this movie would have got some kind of Academy Award or some kind of award for costumes because at the time there hadn't been a lot of stuff that had this much. Because none of it's animatronic none of it's like CGI or nothing.
Yeah, none of
like,
it. It's all practical effects.
All puppets and shit.
And they look incredible. Like to this
for
day.
the time, yeah. Like,
1991.
Sure.
Like
yeah, they hold up.
Cast. You want to go over the cast?
The one and only Mark Hamill, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, kids, it's Mark Hamill.
When I saw this as a kid, I had no idea who he was. Cause
I think the movie would have been better if they'd have made him the kid.
That's what everyone says. Like,
you know what I mean?
They felt like they got ripped off.
Dude, for sure. Like, you go into that and see Mark Hamill. This is coming off of Return of the Jedi a couple of years before that.
Yeah.
People were like, fuck yeah. Luke Skywalker's coming back again, baby. They were sorely let down.
Yeah, exactly. He was just like a fucking supporting.
You could tell he needed money when he did this movie, bro.
Another surprising character is Jimmy Walker.
Dude, I was just going to say, they did my boy Jimmy so dirty in this fucking movie, man. They made him rap and everything, dude. And even at the end, they made him say dynamite, dude.
Yeah.
That's soul crushing. They fucking did Jimmy dirty.
That poor guy.
Ruined everything from what's happening.
Right. And I think the only other one is Michael, what's his name? The guy that played the not main villain, but the main like henchman.
Oh yeah, the one from fucking House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
The chicken fucker dude.
Yeah.
He's always looked like a ball sack. That's something.
That's the thing. He always looks like that.
He's always looked like testicle. Like that I learned that today. Doesn't matter if he's old, young. He just looks like a more veiny testicle now.
Right.
I could not believe Jimmy Walker agreed to this. Like, that poor man was needing money bad.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounded like it was a paycheck and just.
That's what it felt like all around for everybody involved.
I don't think I have like budget or anything because this fell way under the radar.
I got a drinking game for this fucking movie. You want to know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah, let's get into the movie.
I got a drinking game for this movie. It's fucking the king of fucking inappropriate touching in this movie. Like, everybody is touching on this girl. After she gets kidnapped, everybody, the monsters, the old dude is the worst about it, dude. You'll be drunk as shit after he kidnaps her. Because, like, he just stays rubbing her shoulders. I'm like, this is weird. Like, it's getting to the point where it's, like, awkward.
You know what's funny? I never even noticed that, but you're completely right. Everyone's, like, groping on her the whole movie.
Dude, the entire movie. Even Mark Hamill gets a grab ass in there, dude. Like, let's get out of here. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, it's so hilarious, dude, because Mark Hamill's overacting, and this young guy, I forget his name. I think it's Jack Armstrong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He can't act for shit. So, like, it's so funny to watch them try to be in scenes together.
Yeah, a glass of cold milk has more...
Wow, dude. Where the fuck did they find this guy, bro? Like, but once again, and I don't know, man. It would depend on what age I saw this movie, because if I just saw this at, like, 8, 9, it was scared the shit out of me, bro.
Really?
There's a lot of, like, mutating and, like, fucking creepy shit, like all those fucking aliens in jars.
fun fact. So I gave you the Blu-ray copy. I just bought it not too long ago.
Yeah, I watched the Blu-ray. I could tell where the money went.
Right. So I watched it as a kid on VHS.
Right.
Well, when I watched it as a kid, it was rated R.
Wow, really?
There was a lot of blood and gore, but whenever they did the DVD/Blu-ray release, you have to get your movie re-rated. So they wanted to get it down to PG-13, so they had to cut out all the blood. That's why it looks so like innocent in some parts, because it used to be a lot more gory.
I think I would have enjoyed that one more.
Yeah. That's because when I was rewatching it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch the Guyver, and I just felt like something was missing. So I did a little bit of research, and that's what it was. They cut out all the like gore blood.
When I was watching it, I thought, like, every time I saw Mark Hamill, I thought, like, I bet you if you asked him about this movie now in 2020, he would dodge the fuck out of that question.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guyver. I think you have me mistaken. That sounds like something Harrison did in the 90s.
In the back of his head, he's like, God, why you gotta bring up Guyver?
Always with the fucking Guyver.
And this was right before he did Batman Begins.
He's like, I did a fucking million Star Wars. You think they'd forget about this shit?
Yeah. And he's like, I'm Luke Skywalker and Joker.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta bring that
Dude,
shit
and
up?
that's the crazy part, because this is just like a year before. Thank God he got that Joker role, man, because he would be in a lot worse shape now.
Yeah, this would be a downward spiral, just him waiting for another
They'd
Star
have to
Wars
get him
movie.
off heroin to be in The Last Jedi, bro. Like, because that's how close he was. Because this was bad for him. Like, it just, I don't know, man.
After rewatching it, I still have that like nostalgia for it, but I understand like it's not great. It's silly.
It is silly,
but
there is funny humor in it. But.
As a kid, I was really, really, really into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this is kind of like that on steroids.
Yeah, that's what I thought of too. Like that's what I was gonna say. You could tell they kind of took some inspiration from that.
Well, it's based off of a Japanese manga,
right?
So that's all Japan is. It's just like
that's all Power Rangers is Voltron,
right?
You know, that's where they got the idea from that. But
so what is this movie even about? We keep talking about it and we haven't even like discussed the synopsis.
Yeah, I didn't think you wanted to do like a serious synopsis on it. Like,
well, I'm sure we could do a
oh yeah, we'll tabble in it a little bit. But it's about a dude, and they ripped off Star Wars hard with that fucking
that
open
scrolling
text, bro. I was just like, damn, man. I know you got Mark Hamill in this, but like, he was probably thinking like, not every movie I'm in does that, right? It was just those
We're just
three.
trying to honor you, like
it was just those three guys. Yeah, but this is science fiction.
Yeah,
this is the same wheelhouse. Whatever, you already cut the check. Yeah, fucking scroll text. Yeah, that's great. Do it. I'm not gonna see this shit anyways.
Yeah, he's like half acting in this whole movie, like overacting but not trying.
It's like you could tell he saw a cop movie or something on TV, and he was like, "I like that character." And then they're like, "Yeah, I already got paid, so that's what I'm giving you." That cop that I saw in that fucking movie when
Blueprint.
I was But anyways, he's a CIA agent, and he's meeting this doctor. And the scrolling text gives you a good picture. There's these crawl lords.
The xenomorphs.
Yeah, kind of. Well, it was weird how they could take human form.
Yeah.
Especially the old man. When you see the monster he becomes at the end of it, you're like, how the fuck did he fit all that into that human body? There's some growing going on. But anyways, these crawl lords, they had powers, and then they were big, and they got evil, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So they also created humans to be the ultimate weapon against them. And they made the Guyver, which is an organic body armor that on a human, we give them all this power. And this is another one of those movies. This is kind of like Kroll to me. Like, if you did this movie now with a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit of a budget.
Oh, for real. With the
mean, this one had budget.
Yeah, but the technology and shit back then just wasn't enough to get this done.
Right.
Like, in my mind. And then, like I said, they kept, and I feel like it's given a lot of, it's given a lot of inspiration as far as stuff now. Like Ben 10, I got a real Big 10 vibe out of this. Like the kid's got the watch, and he just turns into a monster that can help him defeat certain other monsters.
Yeah, this was very, I don't want to say before its time, but it's right there up there.
Well, you can tell, and Gremlins, like, I got a lot of Gremlin vibe off of this, the way people would morph, like, I don't know, like I said, you can see where a lot of stuff after this and, like, during that time, like, you could tell people
Definitely
were cashing in on the...
Well, these guys were, like, the best of the best when it came to this kind of stuff, so...
It would not surprise me if you told me these guys did, like, Predator or Alien or something like that.
He did do Predator.
Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could tell that they, like, it was top-notch shit for their day.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know. They wouldn't even attempt it now.
Oh, no, that's way too much work.
Just CGI it, dude.
Yeah.
But, anyways, Mark Hamill plays a CIA agent, and then there's the daughter of this scientist. He's the one that's working on the Guyver, trying to find out how to make it work on humans. Because they don't know how they found it after it was lost for centuries. They find it, and they're trying to figure out how to make it work. But I think they're trying to make it work on the monsters.
Yeah.
And that's why they turn all these humans into monsters and see if they can get it to work on them, but it won't. Well, the scientist figured it out, you know, and he didn't want the crawl lords to get it. I feel like I'm saying it backwards or wrong.
Because it's called xenomorphs.
It's not xenomorphs, is it? Xenomorphs is alien, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These are like crawl lords or crawlzords or krazords or some shit. The name of the company is Kronos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the scientist realizes how powerful it is, and he doesn't want to give
So the movie starts off with him on the run, and he's trying to get rid of it, so he ditches it in a little lunchbox, first aid kit type deal. And, of course, the human testicle and Jimmy Walker catch up with him, and they ice his ass. It turns out he's a monster, too. He turns into a monster, like very Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, how'd they not get sued for that shit right there, dude? And then he turns into a bigger, uglier looking fucking monster, the human testicle does. Somehow better looking, though. I don't know how that worked, but they kill him, and Jimmy Walker and them are still in human form, and they're like, get his ass, or, you know, whatever. And then you get Mark Hamill in there doing the David Caruso a decade early, and he's like, the doctor was supposed to meet me here. He's not here.
Zoonoids.
That was it.
There we go. I don't know why I said xenomorphs, but zoonoids. Any alien name has to start with a Z.
Yeah, it has to. So I think it's like alien law in movies.
Yeah, right. Sorry about that. It was bothering me until I realized what
Isn't xenomorphs X, though?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
We just fucked ourselves. We're just mind fucked ourselves on that one.
We're just talking bullshit.
But anyways, so the cuts to a karate class. Jack Armstrong's getting his ass beat. His name's Ben in this movie, I believe. Ben or Max. One of them. Fuck. Just watch this fucking thing.
I think it's Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember that the Asian screaming Max a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's in this karate class just getting his ass handed to him.
I didn't know if you knew this or not. Fun fact, y'all. They made a fucking sequel to this.
They did. Dark Hero.
They did, dude.
They don't have any of the main character or any of the
Look at the bullshit on this, bro. It shows Mark Hamill's face in the fucking thing. They turned him into a human crab. Like, I don't know.
He looks more like a cockroach to me.
Yeah.
Like a giant cockroach.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Some sort of insect. That's what I was thinking. But yeah. The budget on it seemed about right. $3 million.
$3 million.
Because I knew you were going to ask.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was directed by Screaming Mad George and Steve Wang. You did say that.
Yeah.
91, dude.
91.
There's a lot of big movies came out in 91. Like, I don't know. But he discovers... Anyways, it's a young dude in the karate class. I was trying to find his name before I kept going on. I didn't want to do that the whole movie.
You can just do IMDb.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, he's going to the class, getting his ass handed to him. By
That shit was hilarious. I wanted to let you know I laughed thoroughly when in that street gang.
Oh, my God.
And he figured, and that's what he, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Anyways, his girlfriend or his love interest comes in. It's the doctor's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So of course Mark Hamill comes in and puts that move on her, tells her that her dad's dead, takes her to the crime scene. Meanwhile, he gets knocked the fuck out. Anyways, he follows her to the crime scene, and then sees the human testicle over there looking around too. So he's like, huh, this is weird. He walks around. He's walking through an alleyway, which, by the way, like, do these people live in the worst place on earth? Like,
They do.
There's this city is nothing but alleyways, shitty alleyways and shitty warehouses. It's all I kept thinking this whole movie. Is like, is there a good part of town in this fucking movie? Like,
even the dojo is probably in the middle of a shit.
Oh, obviously, because he wasn't that far from the dojo, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So anyways, the street gang shows up, and one of the guys in the street gang is the guy that was kicking his ass at the dojo.
Yeah.
And he's talking completely different. Now he's talking like a hood. I kick your ass, man. Like, and it's funny as shit. I laugh so hard because it's like I don't know. It's kind of like a United Nations of fucking gang members.
Right.
You got an Italian dude, a white dude, a Spanish dude, a black dude.
They're very ahead of their time when it comes to gangs.
And they're wearing yellow bandanas, and they're all wearing them different ways. It's fucking hilarious, man. And then he ends up falling on the Guyver.
Right.
And it,
and
goes
then it
inside.
turns him into
The Guyver, man.
Right.
Which I told you about that movie Starboy.
Yeah.
Dude, they ripped that movie completely off of this fucking movie.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I swear to God, it's the same fucking movie almost.
When you were talking about it made me think of Guyver because it's kind of the same.
I think that's what made you pick Guyver.
Probably, I'm sure.
Because we were talking about next week's episode, and then I mentioned it. It sounds like that movie Starboy, and you were like,
Guyver?
No, I want fucking Guyver, not Nocturnal Animals. I want you fucking Guyver.
Yeah.
Because we had the whole we were saying Nocturnal Animals. You were gonna put Guyver. Guyver.
Oh, right.
That would have been too funny.
I was going to, and then I was like, that's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
I don't want to do all that.
He didn't do it. I watched all the way to the end just to see if you did, but you didn't.
I didn't.
It's fine. I wouldn't have done it either. It's a lot of effort.
So yeah, he turns into the suit. Can we talk about how badass the suit looks?
The suit is badass.
It looks
even
really
in 1991, it's badass.
Yeah.
And he's got a little cool fin. Comes up. But they did it the right way. The only thing that I wish they would have done different is the only blades that came out were out of his fucking elbows. Like, can't he get one come out here? Wouldn't that be more helpful instead of having to do this every time? Because he literally hood around corners after he figured out how to use it. He just sit around a corner and be like, all right, ooh, blade, got your ass. He took out 6 eyes in this movie.
Yeah. It's like a spider, but they're all over his head.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, the kid falls on it. He defeats the Asian gang.
The Asian gang.
I don't know. The one kid's Asian.
The yellow gang.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Can't even call them the Latin Kings because they have one Latin. I don't think you have to have multiples to at least be the Latin Kings. The yellow gang. Yeah.
Gang.
That sounds even worse. Though,
I know it does, but...
The yellow bandana gang. There we go.
Bandana gang.
That's what they got. They got yellow bandanas. The yellow bandana gang. And he goes back to the girl's house, and Mark Hamill's there, which is super awkward. Like, all right, see, getting you home, but then he's just hanging out.
Right. He gets jealous like a fucking boyfriend. No, I'll see you later. And he just walks away. It's not like that.
Bad place for a mirror. Some of Mark Hamill's lines in this movie are pure fucking comedy. Like, he knew how silly this shit was.
Absolutely.
Like, he did, like you said, he knew he already got paid, and he was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a good time. He's probably drunk as shit, doing it.
I could see that. I could see him having a few before shooting.
Mark, they need you on set. Of course they do.
I'm the only reason this movie's gonna make any money.
This goes to fucking theaters because of my name on it.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Name.
If he wasn't in this, I don't think anybody would have even noticed.
Telling the bartender, I was Luke Skywalker. What have you done? That's right. Give me another scotch, Terry. My name's Bill. Fuck you, Bill. Give me another scotch. None of that cheap shit. Still got Lucas money coming in.
And that's a bad place for a mirror.
Yeah, like I said, if I had seen this movie when I was a kid, I probably would have loved it a lot more.
It was a lot of fun. I watched. This was in my rotation of movies that I watched over and over and over.
I got such a good laugh out of it, but it's kind of like a one-time like laugh. Like,
oh, definitely, you can't go back.
Yeah, how absurd it is. Like, oh, dude, my favorite part of the whole fucking movie is at the end where he's fighting the main crew of Zolo Lords. Zoe Lords. What the fuck were they again?
I don't know, but I like that. Zoanoids.
Zoanoids, that's it. So he's fighting like he's fighting Jimmy Walker and the Spanish guy. I couldn't figure out if he was Spanish or Italian. The one with the trunk. He had like this little elephant trunk.
As a kid, that one creeped me out, and I don't know why.
He is creepy.
Like,
he is creepy.
That nose just fucked with me. I was like, it just weirds
it's not a
me out.
huge one.
Yeah, it's just like a little like, tiny nose.
Almost a dick-sized trunk. Just... But it's blue. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Little monsters came to my mind a little bit during this. I don't know. I think this movie definitely made you kind of gave you your love for the strange. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. I was thinking that too when I was watching, and I'm like, I think this is where my like absurd weirdness for things came from.
Because I was just watching this and I was like, I can only imagine 10-year-old Greg watching this. And like, he said he loves this fucking movie.
I love it.
And like, you saw it with the gore. So that definitely, to me, I don't know. Like, I was just like, this is why he is the way he is. You watch this movie.
Way
and
too
it
young.
Changed him, man. Changed him.
Between like this and the game, like watching those in rotation.
Yeah.
That's why I'm broken.
I saw the game today. I almost bought it for you.
Oh, yeah? I have it.
I figured you did. That's why I didn't. But it was 50 cents. I was like, yeah. Because I own it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, you should at least buy it for yourself.
Yeah, I own it too. But that's like my favorite Michael Douglas movie.
Is it?
I'd say that.
You know what I just watched recently? A Perfect Murder.
That's a good one.
It was pretty good.
That's a good one.
I've never seen it before. I saw the cover on it, and it just looks like 90s cheese.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I was like, this was actually pretty good. Like,
yeah, I like Basic Instinct too, though. Not the second one, the first one. I like Basic Instinct, and I also like Wall Street.
Wall Street's like his
I love Wall
best,
Street.
in my opinion.
Greed is good. He just looks like the fucking devil.
Yeah. He always gets typecast as like the rich, douchey guy.
You know, there's another movie he's in. He's an older dude, but he's funny as shit in it. It's actually his dad plays his dad in it, and his like nephew plays his son, or maybe it's his actual son. I forget, but like, and even one of the Culkin kids is in it, the littlest one.
Yeah,
forgot what the fuck it was. It's like a family something or a family of this, or I forget what it is, but yeah, they're even Jewish in the movie. But yeah, the son's like a fuck up, and the dad and the granddad don't really get along, and he was just a piece of shit to it when he was raising him. So now like Michael Douglas is like successful, and he's not a good dad either, but he just covers it up with like success and money.
Right.
Anyways, I'll have to figure out the name of it because that's a good one. I don't know if I own it or not. I should.
Oh, it sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I know. It just like it made me want to go on and watch Michael Douglas movies for some reason.
Yeah. Michael Douglas is a great actor.
He is.
I do like him quite a bit. But unfortunately, Michael Douglas wasn't in this movie.
He was not
to save it.
Unfortunately, he should have been the rich.
Even Mark Hamill couldn't fucking save this movie.
Yeah, who was the main guy, the head guy, the main xenomorph?
The old dude.
Yeah, wasn't he in a lot of stuff? I feel like I've seen him a lot.
I feel like I've seen him in something, but he was old as shit in this.
Yeah,
so it's had to be something before our time for sure.
True, he overacted the shit in this movie, but in like the best way.
Yeah, and like he definitely pulled creepy off.
Yeah,
like
he even has a little clit on his forehead.
I would have a fucking nightmare if I saw this when I was a kid and that old dude.
Really?
I would have been terrified of old people. Like, I would have never gone around old people.
I don't blame you. I try not to.
Like I said, the way he just grabbed on that chick, like I couldn't get over that. Like he was just rubbing on her, like, yeah, we're gonna kill you. Like, you just grab her titty, like.
Director's like, hey, you don't need to do all that. He's like,
it's not even in the script that you're touching her.
Right.
Like you have the weapon to her neck. Like we're good. I was just going for it, you know, because
I just feel like this is what my character would do.
Character would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get like a waiver or something for her to sign.
Right.
And the she's a good looking chick. I feel like I've seen her in something else around that time. Like maybe like a Jackie Chan movie or something. I don't know.
She looks like she's every main hero's girlfriend.
Right, Asian lady.
Yeah, just the Asian lady.
Asian lady number one.
She was terrible in this movie.
Oh yeah, her acting is hard to watch. Hard to watch. Like we get it. You barely speak fucking English, like, but yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad. Anyways, he gets his ass kicked by the Jimmy Walker and them.
Mm-hmm.
He gets his ass kicked. They kidnap her and Mark Hamill. Take him back to the Kronos building. Well,
before that, there was one fight where they actually defeat the Guyver, and this is the one part that like stuck with me ever since I was a kid because it just creeps me out. So they grab they figure out the thing on his forehead, the main power source, is like what weakens him. So they like pull it out of his like suit, and there's like tentacles and like veins and blood hanging off the end of it, and I just ever since then it just creeps me out.
And then he grew out of it.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. And then they even did the Jaws theme when he sawed the fucking monster open. And then goes back down and just pops up out of him. I thought that was pretty cool.
Right.
But yeah, like,
I was rejected by death. It was one of the best lines.
It's one of the I feel like that's ripped off from something. Like I don't even feel like that's.
If it wasn't great.
No, it wasn't.
I was rejected by death.
It was Alien 3. And you made it yet. But I don't know, man. Fucking they turned Mark Hamill into a roach. A 10-foot roach.
Yeah, it's disgusting to watch.
It is, dude. His thing, like, he only laid on the floor for like the first 2 parts of it.
Yeah.
But then they made that fucking sculpture of his face, which is even creepier, man. You're the only one that can defeat him. And I'm like, why is the roach talking? He dies.
And then he dies. Because he wasn't in the chamber long enough.
He said he wasn't in his soup long enough. The old man was creepy as shit, dude. He comes walking out of the fucking shadows. What a pathetic little creature. Wasn't in his soup long enough. I was like, oh, God. And now I'd hate soup forever. Like... Yeah, the old man probably. I'm 32 now, and I'll probably still have a nightmare from that fucking old man.
He was great. I loved him.
Definitely top 5 creepiest fucking villains I've ever seen in a movie. It's up there with David Bowie and Labyrinth. Like,
I fucking love that movie.
That's a good movie.
He is pretty creepy.
That movie holds the time too.
It does. The songs too, especially.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of musicals.
It just made me afraid of like
going to bed.
Tights on men and their bulge.
Yeah, well, puppets too.
Yeah, it did creep me out. My wife will not watch it because she watched Dark Crystal when she was really young.
Oh my God, bro!
And it fucked her up.
My son was watching Dark Crystal the other day, and I turned it off. I was like, "What the fuck are you watching, dude?" He does this movie. I was like, "No."
Jim Henson.
Yeah, I was like, "Nope."
Nope.
So then he started watching the Muppets, and I was like, "All right, I can live with that."
Did you turn it off because you didn't think he could like handle it, or you couldn't handle it?
It was a mixture of both.
Really?
Yeah, because like he'll be all good watching it, and then like later that night at 2 a.m, Dad, now I'm having nightmares and I need to sleep in your bed. You're the size of a linebacker, son. I don't want you in this bed. It can't handle more than one me, you know. So, yeah, that's my only thing with that. I don't really give a shit. I let him watch Predator. Like, he loved that shit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to pass it on. Like, your dad made you watch it. You got to make your kid watch it.
My dad didn't make me watch Dark Crystal.
No, Predator.
Oh, yeah, well, he likes shit like that. The only thing he don't really like is...
Did you show him this movie? This is a very kid-friendly movie.
He watched about 20 minutes of it.
And he got bored with it?
Yeah, he even asked me. He was like, Dad, what's this called? I was like, it's called The Guyver, son. And my wife was like, is this a movie you should be watching? I was like, supposedly it's a fucking kid movie. I was like, that's what... and I've watched 20 minutes he has, and I feel like it's somewhat directed at kids, teenagers at least. So she's like, all right, fuck it. She walks away, and we started watching it, and I paused it to go take a piss, and then I came back, and he wasn't interested anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But he made it through a solid 20.
Because it even starts out with them right away. Like,
yeah, I mean, like
it's like this is what you're in for.
Yeah, the rapping Jimmy Walker monster couldn't even keep him entertained. Like, I don't know.
That is the worst part about this
Dude, I
fucking
felt
movie.
so bad, like, after watching that. I was just like, damn, Jimmy. How bad did it get, dude?
Yeah, right.
Shit. It's like Todd Bridges level, man. Like, I don't know. Same thing with Mark Hamill. Like I said, thank God for the Joker, bro.
Right, this was his downfall. Like, if it wasn't for Joker,
Dude,
he would have been doing
I don't
stuff
think
like
he would have made it back from this one. Because he was...
They wouldn't have even given him a call back for Star Wars.
It was tough for him. I know they said it was tough for him to get work after Star Wars because everybody always wanted him to do something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
He's an amazing voice actor, though. You know what I
He
just
really
watched
is.
recently? The new Chucky, like, reimagining.
Yeah.
He does great in that movie.
I watched him do the preview. I gave it the preview, and I mean, he did a good job doing the voice.
It's not terrible.
I'm just kind of over it, Chucky, by now, I guess.
This isn't like try to be cute or funny Chucky. It's actually like trying to play it somewhat serious.
I kind of liked the other one, though.
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that was just like fucking off. Like,
All right.
was like talking about how the music on the radio was fucking weak until he lands on some death metal. He's like, all right, that's got some balls at least. Like, yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're gonna be Red Man, and he's like, I'm down with that, yo. I thought that shit was hilarious. Yeah, anyways.
So yeah, the main Zoonoid
Right.
goes in his final form, turns into a fucking dragon. It
Yeah,
looks
he's like the second stage of Frieza.
yeah.
That's what he looks like.
How did you fit all that into that body?
How? You know,
And then the Guyver just like
takes an eye out, baby.
Yeah.
It's move one in the Guyver handbook. Take out the eye. Hand around a corner. Give him the eye. And then he tried to jump on his back, cut off one of his antlers, threw him on the ground, and then the Guyver said, "No, you ain't killing me twice, bitch." You get like a chest ray of some sort. It kind of looked like a mist.
Yeah.
And then blew him up like it was made out of fucking C4.
Right.
He saves the day. Oh yeah, and that one, the I guess the head of the CIA or whatever. He played the mayor in RoboCop 2.
Mm-hmm.
Probably RoboCop. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
There's actually a fun fact that I didn't say because
But him and Jimmy Walker's monster is like the only one left. He's standing next to him, and he's like, "I got a job for you."
Dynamite.
Oh, it was just like, really? I hope you had to pay him extra to make him say that. Like,
I've never seen this movie, so this is like I didn't catch it. Jeffrey Combs plays Dr. East in Reanimator 1985. He played the character named Dr. West. His boss here, played by David Gale, who played the villain in Reanimator. So
that's a weird connection. Because the guy that played Dr. East was a fucking weirdo too.
Yeah.
He fully committed to that shit. It was only in the movie for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that gets cut open and Guyver pops out of him.
I don't really have a lot. Fun facts based on a Japanese comic book named Bio Booster Armor Guyver. No.
That's so weird.
Not a whole lot on this film. But I don't know why I liked this movie. I think it was mostly because of the costumes, and I was really into Power Rangers, so it kind of like connected to me.
Yeah.
Because the Power Rangers, like, even as a kid, it's so cheesy. Like, they're not putting much of a budget into it. So these were like high budget, like, villains. And
the funniest thing to me as a kid looking back now at Power Rangers is how all of it was in 2 different shows.
yeah.
You know, the shit they filmed with the kids was what they did in America, what Saban did, and then everything else came from overseas.
Yeah, and they just dubbed the voices over it.
It was terrible, but like when you're 12 years old, it's like the greatest thing ever.
Oh, it was. I loved the Power Rangers. Like that and Ninja Turtles.
Just the first iteration. And then when they did the movie, I liked that. The Ooze, the Fear of the Ooze or whatever. Like I liked that one. But then after that, they started changing animals and people, and I was just like, oh, fuck this. Green went to white and all that other shit. I was just like, all right, I'm over it.
Yeah, once they start changing too much, it's like...
But that shit is still going strong to this
still going
day,
strong,
dude. It's like 30 years now.
Mm-hmm. They've changed it so many times, too.
I thought that was crazy, bro. They spent all that fucking money on the new Power Rangers movie, tried to make it a franchise, and shit bottomed so hard, dude.
That movie was awful.
It really was.
How are you going to have, like, an hour of shitty teenage dialogue and then have like 15 minutes of Power Rangers.
Dude, that was the thing, the whole fucking movie. Like, and I thought that they had a good idea for it in their head. Like, they're like, look, we don't want to rush it into it too much. You know, because don't worry, guys, this is going to be fucking big. You know, you remember how it was in the 90s, baby. We're going to come back stronger this time around. We're going to have 2-3 more movies. So let's not blow our load on the first one. You know, let's just ease into it. And then they have the big battle at the end, you know, and that's supposed to get you going and super excited for the next one. Well, like, by that point, the adults in the room are like, I'm over this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even care about a solid Goldar. Like, I don't care about that now. Like,
that's kind of what they did with Godzilla too.
Yeah.
Like the first one, they like pumped it up, but by the end, I was excited. I'm like, I want
dude, the second one was fucking amazing.
It
like,
was.
I loved the second Godzilla.
It's great.
Like, I forgive the first one because of how good the second one is.
Yep.
And now I'm so pumped for Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
that's going to be
100%.
fucking dope. Like,
it better be. It's going to be the best thing of like, what, 2021?
Well, it was. Now everything's getting pushed back. Who fucking knows now, dude?
Right.
Could be 2022, 23. We don't know.
So, what did you think of this movie? Like, how are you feeling?
I tried to look at it as like a nostalgia, just like you would have for The Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, like I said, I did get some humor out of some of the shit, you know, but definitely not something I would watch again. And so I'll probably give it a 6. Like,
6?
Yeah, a nostalgic 6.
Nostalgic 6.
Yeah, because I didn't hate this more than some of the other ones I've watched.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I could take this for what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, if they would have all tried to play this like fucking Academy Award winners, it would have just been all Mark Hamill, then yeah, I probably would have gave it a lot lower. But you could tell the people knew what they had here. They just had some fun with it.
Right.
Like, you know, I don't hate it like that.
I recommend this to everybody. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
At least watch it once. It's a good time.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far for it, but
It is hard to find. Like, I was trying to find the DVD for it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I had to go on, like, some group, and they're like, hey, they did a remaster of it.
dude, they
on
fucking, unless you got a disc somewhere, they fucked you, man. Like,
Yep.
you're missing one.
What do you mean?
There's 3 discs supposed to be in it. There was only 2 in it.
Really? Maybe I took one out, and it's somewhere.
Yeah, because I watched the Blu-ray one, and then they had a regular one, and then like another regular one or a special feature, some shit.
I probably took it out and was watching some of it, but
It looked like a PlayStation 3 case.
yeah,
When I first got it, I was like, you give me a video game or a fucking movie, dude?
it does. I don't like the cover. I wish they would have kept that Mark Hamill.
Yeah, we're changing it up. It's War with Games now. Got a little tired of the whole, got a little tired of the movies.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to give you nothing but PlayStation 3 releases, small ones.
Small ones, unknown, little indie games.
Japanese games, no subtitles. Good luck. What the fuck? That would be a good little bit.
It would.
Good little sketch. But yeah, I didn't hate it, but I didn't. You know.
Yeah, I want to get back into like the artsy, like indie movies, but I need to give you a break in between because I don't want to pummel you with those movies.
I think you'll probably end up liking this SLC Punk.
I think I will. I've seen it forever, and I just never got around to watching it.
We've been doing this long enough together. Like, I'm starting to get a vibe for your kind of movies, and like I feel like this would be one that you'd enjoy.
Yeah.
So
It's funny. I'm trying to give you things that like I don't think he's gonna like this, and you're like, I'm gonna find something he's gonna enjoy.
I do. I just want to find like one movie that you're just like, you know what, bro? I'm fucking pissed that I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that to me is like winning.
Right. You got a couple. Celtic Pride was one. I enjoy that. I would probably watch that again. What's that other one with Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans?
Oh, Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout. I enjoyed that one. I would probably watch that one again.
That's like a fucking man movie all the way, dude.
Yeah, and that's my
It's like watching a Seagal movie from the 80s.
right.
Old Mick was going hard on Seagal. And then when you showed him the Tom Segura, bro, he about fucking died. You know what they call it?
It's called a skippy. Why do they call it that?
Skip.
You're full of shit.
Been flying helicopters for like 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
So true.
I love that fucking bit. That's just my favorite stand-up of his.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Segura's is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like Segura's comedy in general. Like I watched a little bit of that last one he did.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like the first 20 minutes of it, and it was pretty funny.
I think we have the same like sense of humor, because I don't know where my sense of humor lies. It doesn't come across on the podcast because my sense of humor is like I like insulting people.
Yeah. But he does it in a way like you would do it. Like he does it in a way that they don't know that they're being made fun of.
Right.
Like, they don't know that they're being told they're stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I'm sorry, did it not seem like a dumbass thing to do? Or like whatever. Like the way he says that, I'm like, yeah, that's Greg all the way. That's his humor.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then when you talk about me and Bert Kreischer, I watch him and I see a lot of myself in him.
You are like a Bert Kreischer.
The way he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, yeah, sure, I'll do Molly. I don't give a fuck. Like,
exactly.
I mean, he just gave it to me, so like, why not do it? Like, and I'm like, I can totally reason myself with that. Like, that makes sense.
He's like, I want to get healthy, but I can't stop eating. That's you.
Yeah, that's me all the way.
Speaking of, I'm like a week into my new diet, and it's going great.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much weight have you lost?
10 pounds already.
Fuck, dude. That's just from stop drinking soda. That's what that is.
From me?
Yeah.
I don't drink soda ever.
Oh. That's water weight, bro.
It is water weight.
It's water weight.
I'm 100% aware of that, but I don't care. It's a win.
Hey, it's 10 pounds, bro. It's 10 pounds that I don't have lost. I've probably gained 10 fucking pounds this week.
It's because of the whole COVID thing. Like, I actually had a personal trainer. He had a diet plan for me and everything, and then COVID hit.
He killed himself. It was terrible.
God, don't say that. Oh, you want to go there? You want me to ruin people's days? You know Hocus Pocus? We just watched it last night because of Halloween.
Oh my God. My wife's watched that movie like 5 times with the kids this week.
You know the dad committed suicide?
In the movie?
In real life.
Wait. In real life?
Yeah. The dad in Hocus
movie
Pocus killed himself in real life.
Fucking Sean Connery died, bro.
I know. I was going to bring that up. R.I.P.
R.I.P., bro.
It makes me... I saw the Dragonheart, like all 5 of them that they made. I want to buy
the other
it.
4, but definitely get that first one, man.
Yeah, I want to buy it and watch it.
That's the only Sean Connery movie I love. I don't think I own.
Yeah.
I have everyone else. I have Highlander. I have... I got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I need to watch that. I've never watched it.
I got The Rock. I love The Rock, man.
I don't like The Rock.
I love The Rock.
I don't know why I don't like The Rock.
It's stupid as shit, but I love it.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't like it.
It's Nick Cage at his best.
Yeah, and it's also where what's his name actually tried. Guy that made Transformer movies. I can't.
Oh, Michael Bay. Yeah.
Michael Bay. Yeah, Michael Bay did The
Forget
Rock.
that is a Michael Bay movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of explosions.
Yeah,
it's his style, bro.
It's the last time like I feel like he actually tried to like make a decent movie.
Nah, man, I love Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, you're right. I do like those.
I think Jerry Bruckheimer. Nah, he executive produced him. He didn't direct him. Yeah, dude, Michael Bay was that guy back in the day.
Mm-hmm. But R.I.P. Sean Connery. That is like a tragic loss. But he was 90, so he lived a life.
Oh, he had a great life.
Like
you know what I mean?
and like it's almost like
I just can't get over. Like, did you know that they offered him Morpheus first for The Matrix before they offered it to Lawrence Fishburne?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he turned it down to do League of Extraordinary Gentlemen,
which bombed.
Yeah, like, well, no, he said he took League of Extraordinary Gentlemen because he got mad that he turned down Morpheus. He said, I didn't think it would be anything, great. And
but that's the thing. You don't know if things are going to...
$1 billion box offices.
Yeah. But The Matrix was lightning in a bottle. Like,
yeah.
You can't...
That idea could never be done again.
They're trying to
They're going to do a 4th one is what I heard.
Oh, really?
The brothers are going to come back for it. The Janovitsky. They're not brothers?
They're sisters now.
What?
We've had this conversation.
They had sex changes?
Yeah, both of them.
You gotta be fucking with me. There's no way we've talked about this. I would have remembered this. Like, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's different.
Yeah. Hey, to each their own. Everybody has their choices.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm just saying. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wanted to be politically correct.
Yeah, well,
sisters.
yeah. If they decide to do the 4th one, fuck it, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
I
just want them to put like the heart into it that they put into the first one. Like the first one is so fucking dense. I don't think people even realize how fucking dense it is of a movie.
It is a long one. It's good though.
It is great. It's like one of the best movies.
And it kind of saved fucking Keanu Reeves' career at that time.
At that time, yeah.
He kind of fell off. Like
he has that. You notice that? He'll have like peaks, valleys of his career.
Well, they can't all be hits.
Because right before John Wick, he wasn't really doing a whole lot. John Wick hit, and it's like, oh, we like Keanu again.
Oh, he's back, baby.
He's back.
They even got another Bill and Ted movie, which I've heard is terrible.
Did you?
I want to watch it.
I heard it was nostalgic.
I heard it's fucking horrible.
I heard if you grew up watching the first two, then you'll like them.
I didn't really like the second one. I love the first one. I don't really like the second one.
I liked them both. I think the second one was a little better, if I'm being completely honest.
I just like the idea of them going and getting people at a time. Like, I like that one about the first one.
But the second one is a more like...
It's just about them.
Yeah, like, that's probably why I like it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to rewatch them, but I'm scared too. Like, I don't think they hold up.
No, not at all. No. George Carlin playing a straight character and not saying crazy filth shit out of his mouth.
Right.
It's like such a wasted opportunity.
It is, but I love seeing George Carlin in anything.
He's young.
He is.
You know, he's still got color in his beard and shit. Like,
I tell you, my brother bought me the whole George Carlin, like, everything.
My friend.
Every stand-up he's ever done is in this package.
Yeah, my oldest friend in the world, he's one of the biggest Carlin fans ever. He saw him like 3 or 4 times before he died.
Oh, that's...
He would suck
awesome.
your dick for that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
cup
has
the balls. No, he doesn't. He's poor. But if he does it, he would definitely, he would do that for you.
I love it. I've been wanting to sit down and rewatch them, but it's not my wife's brand of comedy.
Mine either. And I hate to say it because he was so good, you know, but sometimes I just feel too dumb to land some of his, like you have to know shit about politics. You have to have a little bit of, I don't know.
Yeah, he does have some like highbrow jokes, but he also has like really like lowbrow.
No, he
jokes.
has. Yeah, he's got some that are like great. You know, like I said, like it's not that I don't love him.
Yeah, because
but some of his shit misses me.
Yeah, Lewis Black is the same way. He's very, very political sometimes.
Yeah.
And like I was talking to a girl one time, and she's like, "I just don't understand his jokes." And
what turned me off to Lewis Black was the yelling delivery. Like it got old after a while. Like.
Usually it does for me, but for some reason I fucking love Lewis Black. Like,
no, I mean he's great in certain things. Like Accepted, he makes Accepted.
Yeah, he does.
He's the best part of that fucking movie. But
you're an idiot. You're angry.
I'm a fucking teacher.
Fucking love that man. You know his mom is like 102 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he goes and visits her regularly. I follow him on social media, and he just posts pictures of his mom, and she's old as dirt, but looks like the sweetest lady.
I bet.
But anyway.
But yeah,
he's gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, I like Lewis Black and comedy right now, man. There's so many good guys. Like
I'm glad it's making a comeback. I feel like old school comedy is making a comeback. Like we can get raunchy again without the political correctness.
I feel like stand-up's never gone away and never will go away.
It doesn't, but the past few years, I feel like it's been like kind of censored and people were scared to like push the envelope. But with Dave Chappelle coming back and Paper Tiger with Bill Burr and Tom Segura with his new, like they're really trying to push the envelope to like, hey, we're making jokes. And
it is nice because we did go there a couple of years. I mean, other than Kevin Hart, which I'm not talking shit about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is great at what he does.
But he's a family comedian.
And he's a character.
Yeah.
He's playing Kevin Hart at this point.
Right.
And that's nothing wrong with that.
No,
but I find some of his shit funny, but I can't watch the whole thing and find it funny. Like some of that shit I just don't care about.
Yeah.
But when I think about the comedy that I grew up on, Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, those specials are like tears, my face hurts from beginning to the fucking end.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
And it's getting back to that point where people are putting specials. Bill Burr's, I can watch every minute of a Bill Burr special and die laughing. You know what I mean? Dave Chappelle. I will say this. Dave has, I get it, like you trying to use his platform to talk about issues. And it's not that it's not funny or it's not that it's not good. It's just, I can't relate to it. You
I
know
see
what
you're
mean?
saying, yeah.
But he's still the GOAT.
Right.
Chappelle's still the GOAT.
He is.
he could put out one every month and I'll go see it. You know what I mean? That's just how great he is.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that is getting back. And I don't know if it's because he came back or just comics have stuck with it. Like certain guys are starting to, like Bill Burr is getting to the spot where I feel like he should have been 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always found Bill Burr fucking hilarious.
Yeah, me too.
Just
My wife
his delivery.
hates him.
You can never get like you talk about the yelling with the Lewis Black. Like I don't want to listen to Bill Burr calm.
Right.
I want him to be pissed off.
Exactly.
Because that's when you get Bill Burr.
Yeah.
That's when you get the real Bill Burr. And
I think we are not entering, but we're in kind of like a golden age of stand-up comics right now.
And they're saying Eddie Murphy's dusting off the mic and going to go back on the road. Like
after watching, what was it, Dynamite?
Oh, yeah, I never watched that.
Dude, it's great. It was
Dolomite is my name.
Yeah, Dolomite. It's great. I loved it. You should really watch it.
They said he did a good job.
He did. He did
Rudy Ray.
Really good job. I think he's like found his footing, and I would love to see what he does as a stand-up comedian these days.
Yeah, it's worth a listen.
It's not going to be delirious, but
no, I mean, if he tried to do that, we wouldn't believe it anyways because
Exactly.
you're not that guy anymore.
Right.
You've toppled every mountain there is as far as it. He's done music. He's done fucking movies. The only thing he's never got is an Oscar, and they fucked him out of that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Eddie Murphy is, I don't know, man. He's like everybody's fucking black dad. Like honestly, I don't know, but yeah, it would be. I mean, fucking Seinfeld still kills it.
Yeah,
he has something for every audience. Like he can make anybody laugh.
Yeah, he's a household name.
Right. And like I said, I feel like comedy's coming back strong now.
I think so too, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
I just there's just so many stand-up comedians right now.
Yeah, that is the one thing I will say is the downside to it because like for every couple gems you get 20 of them that you're like, all right, there's nothing about you that I've
right. There's been plenty of them that my wife and I have turned on comedians. We get about 10-15 minutes and we haven't laughed once, so we'll just turn it off.
And there's some comedians that I fucking would beg to see more material out of, like Anthony Jeselnik. His fucking comedy kills me, man. Something about him just being that big of an asshole. I love that shit. I think it's hilarious, man. And but he just like, you know, he's one of those guys that like you either love him or you hate him. And
yeah, definitely. There's
he
no
can't just
ground.
put a special out every month because that shit won't sell anything. If like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And he's another one of those guys that like I think he could act. I think he would be funny playing that same asshole like your boss or your best friend or whatever in a movie. Like I think he would be or the love interest's fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like Jeselnik would be the best at that.
That would be absolutely perfect.
Hey, what's going on? Did she tell you how much money I make? Like
I've got a huge cock too.
It drove us here. Like he could do that, bro. He would pull that off great. He'd be like Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Like he'd be that good at it.
I would love to see that. Because you made me go back and rewatch his stand-up, and I had to look at it through a different lens, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty funny.
Yeah, if you look at it as him just being a complete asshole, bro, it is too fucking
What
funny.
got me was the preview for his newest special, where he was talking about the old man.
Yeah.
Like, why is he always so happy? That fucking shit killed me. I was
get
like,
to look at his face every day when I tell him that his wife's dead. I wouldn't miss that for the world. Oh God,
I love that.
I got a lot of compliments on my Muhammad Ali shirt today, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I like Muhammad Ali's.
I told you it was a good shirt. I told you I liked it on one of our episodes.
A couple people at the flea market today told me that too.
Oh yeah.
New haul video coming, by the way.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I got something this week. I don't really give away what it is because it's like my favorite item out of this haul.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you about it off camera or whatever. But I've been looking for one of these online for the last couple weeks because it's my birthday. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy one for myself.
Yeah.
And I found it like $20, $30, some 40. I was like, fuck, I ain't trying to pay this much for this fucking thing. Because I'm not going to leave it in the box. I want to pull it out and fucking play with it and shit.
Right.
Like, so I don't want to buy it. Well, lo and behold, I was on my break at work. I was going out there because I'll do that on Sundays when I don't have to work. I'll just go out there for a few minutes. And I found it sitting there.
Oh, shit.
I was like, damn. I was like, he's probably going to want like $10 for this fucking thing. I was like, how much you want for it? He was like, everything in that pile's $1. So I grabbed like the whole pile. I got a Doctor Strange. Like, I got a couple cool action figures out of it. But yeah, I got that too, and I was just like, fuck yeah, dude.
Awesome.
So
you're
really
you're the best haggler. Like, you're a really good haggler, I have to say.
Dude, yeah, and at the same time, like, I haggled myself right out of a DS today, but you fucking Santa. You just fucking made it the best day ever. Like, my son's gonna fucking shit bricks. He's
good.
Gonna love it,
Because the thing is those DSs are just sitting in a fucking drawer. They have been for like 2 years. We haven't touched them. If I can give it to someone that's gonna make their day, make them happy, then fucking do it. I don't care.
Dude, that was so cool, bro.
I don't care about selling it.
I'm gonna make him call you. I'm gonna make him call you and thank you for that. I am. He's gonna say thank you, Mr. Greg. I'm gonna make him call you Mr. Durrance.
Mr. Durrance.
Nah, I'm gonna say just tell Greg thank you, because that was badass. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem.
But I think you're gonna like next week's episode, man. We'll see. It won't be much of a war next week, I don't think.
Yeah. Did you want to give your new podcast a shout out?
Yeah, sure. Why not, man? It's gonna be called our guest from about 4 or 5 episodes ago,
right.
ZWeezy14, who is still streaming. You should go check him out on Twitch. He came to me with an idea about a podcast of me and him just doing what we do, arguing and talking shit and trying to force one another's beliefs on each other. And he finally got all the stuff together, and he said, hey, man, I want you to come be a part of this. So I went. We did our first episode Thursday. I know for a fact the raw cut of it is on Twitch right now. If you go to ZWeezy's channel, you could see the episode. We were having some technical difficulties because neither one of us apparently is a tech guy. I told Zach when we finally got it going, I said, I'm going to call Greg and tell him I'm sorry because I had no idea how much work it took to get this shit going. And you are gifted at what you do, sir, because I've never would imagine all the shit that you have to do to make these things sound the way they do.
It's just, I did a lot of research. I did my homework before we got it started.
And you were into the music too. Like, you use some of this shit for music too. So like,
yeah, I was into audio engineering for a little bit, and it never took off like I wanted it to. So I figured I'd put the gear to use by just doing a podcast.
But I do want to tell you that, man. But yeah, go check that out. Next episode.
So it's ZWeezy14 on Twitch.
On Twitch, that's where you can see that. That's the only cut of it I know that's out right now. He said he was going to do some editing and put it out on other things. Spotify.
Is he going to try to put it on like YouTube and stuff?
I think he was talking about that. But
this isn't like a sponsor or anything, but it's just what I use. I use Libsyn for the podcasting host.
I told him about Libsyn, and
like, you got to pay for it, but you get what you pay for. They put it on everything. They don't hassle you. It's super easy.
See, I like that idea.
Yeah,
it's not bad. I'm going to definitely suggest that to him again.
Mm-hmm. It makes it 100 times easier than like any other thing that I've tried to use. So,
but yeah, at the end of next week's episode, doing that, whoever loses the Dallas-Philadelphia game tonight gets tased. So I'll probably be getting tased next week.
Nice.
You should check that out if you want to see that.
Oh, definitely. Just invite me over. I won't be on the podcast. I just want to see you get tased.
Oh, I'm sure he'll let you come, bro. Like, it's just that one more video, one more angle on the internet. I mean, if I get 2 million views out of being tased, fuck it, bro. Like, I'll take it. Hopefully I don't die.
Yeah.
You won't die. I'd like to keep doing this too. Like, I honestly think that was the problem, bro. He was so excited about tasing me that he didn't care about any of the actual equipment to get it done or any of that. Like, he was just so focused. Like, once the taser got there, that's all I heard about was like, look at this thing, bro. It's 10,000 volts going into you. It's like I had to look up places to hit you that would not kill you, just safely fuck you up.
Yeah, because that makes me feel better. At least he's trying, I guess.
Yeah, he only said that after I fucking yelled. I said, bro, are you going to take care of my fucking kids if you kill me? No, you're not. No, you're not. Like, I don't know. It was a whole thing. But like I said, you should go check the episode out if you want, bro. It's a fucking shit show.
I'm definitely checking it out.
It's
I didn't
crazy.
realize you guys did it.
It's crazy. But yeah, it definitely gave me a lot of appreciation for what we do here. Because I was like, Greg really has spoiled me as far as just showing up.
That's fine. I'm a perfectionist, so I like to have my control of everything.
It's going to bother the shit out of you. It's just going to warn you now. Because, like, I got tired, like, my neck was hurting bending over, so I just picked the fucking mic standing up and everything, and I'm just freestyling it pretty much, man, the whole time. But, so we'll see, man. I don't know. He definitely needs to invest in a couple of these, though.
Well, Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Well, I'm excited to watch it. I'm gonna go check it out, and hopefully you guys keep at it because, like I said, you and him have great chemistry, and
I mean, there was good energy that night. I felt like we obviously didn't do what we wanted to do that time, but I feel like if we can get a little structure,
yeah,
you know what I mean, get through talking points, because that was another problem we were having. We'd get talking about something, and then like there was nothing else. We're just arguing about it for fucking 35 minutes.
That's your
Yeah, it's like our thing. It's our shtick, but like, I don't know. If we're trying to get more than one thing talked about in an episode.
True. You got to rein it in a little bit.
Exactly. And that's the problem. Neither one of us are a reiner. We're both fucking stallions.
You got to go for the throat. Yeah.
And we both want to win, and we both want to have the last word. So.
Well, it's the same thing with this one. We weren't sure what we wanted to do with it. It took like a year before we finally got our footing, and we know what we're doing.
Right.
Like when we come on here, we talk about the movie, bullshit after the movie. Like it just takes some practice.
Well, this is the big leagues to me, man. Like this is like we've polished our shit. This is nice. You know what I mean? Like we're a good product right now.
I think so too.
Like you said, we're just getting to that point where we're starting to get into them areas where people are starting to see us and stuff like that. With him, it's going to be pure hype, clout. Like I'm depending on people that don't give a fuck about fuck. You know what I mean? That just want to get a laugh or whatever. That's what I'm hoping turns into that. Yeah. When people do this, I want them to feel like, all right, well, even though I haven't seen that movie, I feel like I got a good view on it now.
Right.
Or if people want to go see that movie now off of what we said, I take pride in that. Like a couple people have said, man, I went and saw that movie. It was not bad, dude. I liked it. Or yeah, bro, that was fucking terrible. Greg was right. Either way, but like I still enjoy that.
Yeah, I love the combativeness.
But him, it's going to be different. So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for it. But,
I am too.
Well, as far as this episode, it'll be over for now. But until next week, we'll be doing SLC Punk, right?
Yes, sir. I will bring that over sometime this week.
That's cool. I can rent it if it's fine, if anything.
Yeah, that's another one that I had couldn't find on DVD forever, man.
Really?
Yeah. And then I saw it, and I was like, that's going on Greg's list.
Nice. Well, until then.
Later, y'all.
Later.